Hey guys, TCG here, coming with another video today. Yesterday or the day before that, Konami made an article about the Angel of Zera. It's kind of an interesting card. If you haven't seen it yet, I'll have a picture of it on the screen. Obviously it won't be very good quality because it's not very big on the Konami article. It's an interesting card. I like it. I like the artwork for one. It looks really cool, and I think it fits in nicely with a lot of kind of decks, and I think the actual effect of it is actually kind of really well thought out. Well, the first thing that made me think about it was it kind of made me think about other cards which Konami have kind of given to us exclusively. They're kind of done just to basically like make a poke at the format, okay? You know, this card doesn't actually say, oh yeah, this card will help you beat dragons, or it will help you beat prophecy, or it will help you beat macro. It just says it, it just kind of implies it, and you have to be a somewhat competent player to understand quickly what the cards can, how the cards can benefit you, and so on like that. So one other card I want to compare this to is something like Trifortress Tops, which came out in Lord Attacking Galaxy as an exclusive. 2800 defense, it could be special summoned when your opponent goes ham, and then you can protect yourself for a turn. And obviously it doesn't say, the monster wasn't a dragon, it was a machine, okay? It didn't have anything that implied anything to do with dragons, but the fact is because you just look at the defense of it, you look at the effect of it, and then you go, yeah, this is dragon hate, obviously. So this is what I like about these kind of cards, is that Konami are giving us these kind of partially generic, yet at the same time only specific to certain formats and against certain decks. So Angel of Zera, it's got 1 tuner, 1 more non-tuners, 2800 base attack, and it gains 100 extra attack for each of your opponent's banished cards. So if your opponent is playing dragons, or they're playing prophecy, or they're playing anything that banishes a lot of cards, Angel of Zera will pump itself up to like 3000 something. So that's really great card, a level 8 synchro you can put on the board and it becomes the most powerful monster. Obviously if your opponent does fate and then you summon this, it's going to be 3100 generally. And that's pretty good. 3100 is a pretty beefy level 8 synchro. It also has this really cool effect, which is the best part of the whole thing, is where during the standby phase of the turn after this card was banished, you can special summon this card back onto the field from your banished zone. So it's amazing that this card can actually sort of like get fated or get attacked, or sort of, you can even, the greatest thing, you can even banish it for Hyperion, okay? They say it on the article itself, but you summon it, you summon this card, it dies in the graveyard, and then Hyperion banishes it later on for Hyperion's effect, and then on your standby phase or the next standby phase, it just comes up, it just appears, and if it gets bottomless or deprisoned, it gets banished and it comes back. It doesn't, it's like stuff like Zen Mains and Fortune Tune, a card that just doesn't die, you just keep coming back again. And even if they have stuff like Torrential, you flip up macro or something like that, or you have Deep Fissure on the field, this card just becomes invincible. They attack over it, they destroy it with a normal effect. Deep Fissure or macro on the field will turn this card into a card that doesn't want to die. And if your opponent if you have macro on the field and your opponent is playing cards and it gets, all their stuff gets banished, this card is just a 3500 monster that doesn't die. It just keeps coming back, and it's like, that itself is amazing. Okay, I mean, it's very requires setup. Okay, it's not like easy to set up. I have to say that you have to have the right cards in hand. You have to actually be able to make a level 8 synchro. Not all decks can do that. But at the same time, if you can pull off that kind of combination of cards, this card is just so annoying. I can imagine it like just constantly having to kill it and having to think, oh, I have to kill macro first, and then I have to kill it. And it's like, if you have the perfect hand, then you can do it. But it's going to cost you so many resources to do so. And it's a light, so you can use high honest with it. And I just like the card in general. I mean, I'm not saying it's brilliant, like it's amazingly broken. I mean, it's not going to get played that much because, you know, stuff like Crimson Blade is more relevant to the format right now than Angel of Zera will be. But anytime in the future, in like 5 years' time or something like that, and this card might play a pivotal role in surviving a format in the future. You know, maybe a deck will come around that specializes in banishing loads and loads of cards, and this card just crashes down on the field and is just like a 4000 beat. And it's like a 4000 beat gets things going in my mind anyway. It gets the cognitive thought process going. What can I apply this into? How can I make the best out of this? Just remember that you can banish this card for your own effects, regardless of where you banish it from. You can banish it from anywhere, graveyard, hand, oh, not hand, graveyard, field, anywhere, and it gets its effect. So it's got a lot of application, and I would never say to just chuck this card away and say that it's useless. However, judging by the fact that it's got a kind of silverish text of the card, probably likely that it's going to be a secret rare. Comment down below how you feel about this card, if you like it or not, and don't forget to like and subscribe as well. If you subscribed recently, you've been great. Also, for people who hadn't seen my last video, I noticed that a lot of people watch my videos via mobile. If that's the case, then I want you to comment down below as well and tell me if you watch my things on mobile, because I need to know how many people actually do, so that I know that if I ever put a video up with music, and it will stop people on mobiles from watching the video. So I want to make sure that all of my videos can be seen by everyone. So you must tell me down in the comments if you actually watched mobile on mobile. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and until next time guys, TCGlover is out.